This is your creative journey. Believe in yourself and you will be unstoppable. Love this quote. Having the confidence to believe in yourself is so powerful. For most of my life, I didn't have the confidence to believe in myself. Now that I am older, I trust in myself more. I now know I am not worried about what others think of me. I do things for me and my happiness. Or if all else fails, fake it till you make it. Even small wins can be celebrated. Don't be so hard on yourself. Give yourself some credit where credit is due. So I've just been straightening up and watering my plants and getting some stuff done this morning and getting my craft room in order. I have a fun project that we're going to work on today, but first I wanted to show you guys my journal and what I wrote in it, and we'll talk about it for a little bit. So this is Tammy at Snowstorm Crafts, and welcome everyone. So let's see. So I got my little journal. So I was just sitting last night again and just pondering life and just thinking about things, and what I titled this one is Inspiration and Relaxation. So this is, I named it Tammy's Thoughts. Gentle reminder to do the things that make us feel good. So that is definitely something that we all need. So we got, just do things that make you feel good. I mean, that's just should be like an easy thing that comes to you, but it's not, because we all get it caught up, you know, like we were talking about in the video before, just caught up in the rat race. I'll put that on the end screen if you guys want to check it out. And it's just, you know, talking about that we're just need to relax. Like that's when our ideas come flowing in and our creativity. It's when we get our nerves and everything just so bunched up that we're just like, and we just can't get anything done, you know? So just let go. So we forget to do the basic things. I mean, you know, and it's creativity heals the soul, and I underline that one because it's once you relax and get your bearings about you and just kind of just do what makes you happy, that's when the creativity flows in and it will start healing your soul. These are just my thoughts. No definite facts or nothing here. So examples, I have 5 examples that after you recoup yourself and get yourself back on track and take some time just to heal and not think about all the stresses or even try to throw crafting in or creating or art or anything like that. Just do stuff for you that makes you happy. After you do that and just get a little downtime, I have 5 things that would be good to come back into slowly and start helping the creativity flow. So number 1 is journaling, of course. Just write down your thoughts and goals. Number 2 is drawing. So even if you're not like an expert drawer or can draw at all, it's just nice to take and just, you know, just put a pencil to the paper and see what comes of it. Just see what comes of it. Just have your paper, your pencil, and just kind of doodle. Just do some doodles, just, you know, write your name over and then do some fun things around it and just, you know, just do some fun little doodling. Painting. The flow of the brush and water and paint, and just do it. Just let it do its thing. Let it flow. Watercolors are really good to do too with that. And you just let it flow on the paper and just see what comes about, and just it's a great therapeutic way to sit and just do a meditative just kind of stroke of the brush, dip in the water, the sounds of it, and just different colors, mix them together. It is a great way just to relax and get your creative juices flowing. So number 4 is slow stitching. So the needle through fabric is the best feeling in the world. If you've never tried it, it's easy. I have videos too. Come check them out. And they're with slow stitching, it's more or less the journey of where the needle, thread, and then the feel of the fabric, the sound of it. It's not exactly like getting it perfect. You don't, that's not the point of any of it. It's just to feel the fabric in your hands, the needle going through the thread, or, you know, the needle and thread going through the fabric, and just relaxing and just getting into a mindset of, and just breathe, you know, that's all it's about. Okay, and number 5 is art journaling. So let's get messy. Why not? Just get messy, allow yourself to break the rules. So those are definitely my thoughts of the 5 rules of what I was thinking to kind of help you get back into your creativity, and just try those things out. And I'd love to hear in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think, or if you have any other ideas that we can all talk about and discuss and help others get into the flow of getting back into, you know, our creativity and stuff. So the quote for the day I wrote down is, make each day your masterpiece. And that's from John Wooden. So that is the quote for the day. Just make each day your masterpiece. And it doesn't have to be, you know, per se a masterpiece, but just kind of, once you're healed and once you're, you know, not so overwhelmed, just do those basic 5 steps and see what comes of it. So today I want to make a fun landscape with fabric scraps and some slow stitching. So I have these cute little fabric flowers. We're going to use these for little flowers on our landscape. And I have a video to show you guys how I make these. So that will be on the end screen. So come check them out. It's really fun. Okay? So let's get started here. So what I have is, and this is just a tablecloth, like a cotton tablecloth that I have here. And so just any, whatever base you want to use. Any cotton kind of is easy to go through with your needles and stuff. And then I have some tie-dye fabric, just some leftover fabric that I've had for years. So I want to do that for the sky. And if it doesn't fit perfectly on there, I'm okay with that. So slow stitching to me is just therapeutic, and it's more of a process and a journey, is what I like to say, where it's about the stitching, it's not about perfection. So that's one thing I love about just slow stitching, is to just be able to just go in your own thoughts and just start stitching. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason for it. There's no perfection. There's none of that, you know. Okay. So what I have here is just a woven, I think it was a blanket, and I coffee dyed it. So you can see all the little weaves and stuff in it. It's really cool. And then I left it all frayed. So I think that would look great like this, like little rolling mountains. Okay. And then I have just some fabric here that I made look like just grass. So it's as easy as that. You just do some layering up, go through your fabrics, see what you got. Okay. So now that I have it all like that, I want to just take some just regular thread, just cotton thread. It doesn't have to be anything, you know, too expensive or nothing, because we're just gonna do a basting stitch. So I'm just gonna take it and just do a basting stitch all along and just to tack it down.
Let's celebrate the entire journey, even the baby steps, the ones that we take to get to where we're going. Enjoy even the littlest of moments. Say yes to new adventures. Life is too short not to experience it.
So I got it all, just a basting stitch all the way around, or a tacking stitch, just tacking it. So just super simple, and just tack it down.
And what I'm going to use is a variegated thread here, just the DMC embroidery floss. And I'm using 2 strands at a time. I mean, use whatever you feel, for sure. And I didn't tell you guys about these. This is some macrame, just rope. And I coffee dyed it. So I think that would be great for the little stems for the flowers. So something like that. So just look through and see what you guys have. And then I have some cute little butterfly buttons. They're little wooden buttons from Temu. And I got, my mother-in-law gifted me some. So they're really fun to add to it. And I think they'll match really nicely. Okay, so what I want to do first is just take our 2 strands here of our variegated floss. And I want to do just a running stitch just up in the sky. I'm just going to go straight through and just pop it up, go down, and then you could just go like this, like that. And I'm just going to do that all the way across the whole sky. Okay, so I got the running stitch done up in the sky here. Oh, I just have a little bit there. Oh, I didn't see that. That's funny. But I just did a running stitch all along, and I'll finish that part. So what I was looking through here is, this is so fun. It's Creative Stitching 2nd edition with Sue Spargo. And I will find this on Amazon and put it down in the links for you guys to come check it out. My mom sent me this one, but I'm sure it's on Amazon. So I'll get the link down below for you guys. Hopefully, I'm sure I can find it on Amazon. But super fun. Love the stitches throughout here. And she is just so creative. And the stitching is so cool. So what I want to show you guys now is a seed stitch. So that's a seed stitch where you can just go all sporadically all over like that. And I want to show you guys a double seed stitch here. Just like this. I'm gonna do it down in the grass right here. Okay, so I'll put that there. But what it is, it's pretty much a seed stitch, but you're gonna, I'll show you. So I'm just gonna start at the top to help hold the top part down. So instead of just sporadically going all over the place, you do them uniformly. And I'm gonna do that across the top too, but you got 2. So you go here, you go down. Okay, and then you do the one just beside it, just like it. So you try to get them same length, like that, okay? And then the next one, if you want, the next one can go, like say sideways like this. I probably shouldn't have went so far over, but so you can go sideways like that, and then just line it up. So you just pretty much copy the first one you do and just line it up just like that. So you can do them random, just like in the picture. So it's just seed stitching. So they're just random. Now this is double seed stitching, so you're doing the same thing random, but you're just doing 2 beside each other, just like that. And we could just work it throughout the whole thing here. Like that. And this helps hold the top of it down too. It's a nice border stitch. Okay. So you can see what I'm doing. So I'll just go over just a little bit. Like that. So I'm just lining those across the edge here and just doing 2 right beside each other. It's little seed stitches, just like taking seeds and throwing them out random, but 2 of them land by each other each time. So it's pretty fun. And then after you get your border done, or like your top part, or wherever you're doing it, the border, you can just randomly go around and just do 2 right by each other. So you can see those. And I would suggest to do the top before starting down here, because it's going to kind of bunch your fabric up, and especially like this is pretty close to showing through, so I want to make sure to tack that down before it pulls down any further. So I'm just going to go straight across the top first, and then I will come back and we'll just do a little bit of random. Okay, so I got them all lined up across the top, and I love the shaggy raggedy look too. I think that looks really cool. Okay, so I did that, and then since my thread ended over here, I'm going to show you how to do that, the double seed stitch over here where it's just scattered. So you just go like this, and just go whichever way you want. And then just line the other one up right beside it. Just like that. Well, now we got the rooster wanting to join us. Okay. And then you just go over. And I would suggest as you're doing this to not, go like way over to the other side, just because your thread will, like since you stopped right there, just kind of go like maybe here. I wouldn't go way over here because then you're wasting thread. So just kind of keep it in the general vicinity, but just turn them different ways, kind of like they're just getting scattered. So just like that all throughout, and then you can go the other way like that, and then just do that all the way around, and I'll meet you guys up here when I'm done. So I got all this sewn. I did the double seed stitch, if you could see that. You can see it on the back really good too. And then I went ahead and did a running stitch just through this woven coffee dyed fabric here, just to tack it down, and I think it gives it a cool texture look. Okay, so that's what I've done so far. So this is, like I showed you, is the seed stitch. So that's really fun to do. Okay, so now what I want to do is go ahead and I think sew down our little butterflies. So these are just buttons. And what I have over here is just some purple. I'm using purple. And I'm using chenille needles. I like those. They have the big eye and stuff, so they're really nice to use. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the holes here. And there we go. I think that turned out really cute. Okay, and then we'll figure out where to put this after we put our flowers on here. Okay, so I'm looking through our fun book here, and I looked up couching stitch for the stems. I think that would look really good. And these are different kinds to do here. So I'm going to show you guys. So what couching is, these are knots over here, so this one's couching, is where you go over the top of something. You're sewing it down. You're not going through it. So I'll show you guys. But I'm thinking since we did the double seed stitch, let's do the double little couching stitch right here along the stem. So you can see how it's on each side of it, of whatever you're couching down with the stitch. So you're not going through. So I'll show you. Okay, let's see. Make sure we set these up how we want them. Maybe I'll do the long one in the middle. Like that. Let's see. So I'm going to start at the bottom, and I'm going to go on to the side of it, and then just go right over. And I just have 2 strands of the floss here, embroidery floss. Okay, so you just go on the side of it, right along the side of it, and then you go right on the other side of it. So there's 2, and then I'm going to go up just a little bit. And then go down. Okay, so I went ahead and the threads here are so much fun. I just did a bunch of threads. We all have our threads here. Sewed that down, got that key on there. Isn't that pretty? I really love that. Okay, so what I want to do with this is, with the flower heads, is I'm going to arrange it like that. And I want to, now you could stitch them down if you want to, and just kind of catch the edges and stitch it all around, but I'm going to use my Fabric Fix glue. And this will work great. I'm just going to get it glued down. And if you don't have Fabric Fix, Fabri-Tac will work. Any kind of just fabric glue works great for this kind of stuff. Or hot glue gun. That would work amazingly. So if you don't feel like, you know, just taking it and sewing them all down, which I don't really want the stitch marks on it. I want it to look like this, so I'm going to glue them. It's going to be great. So there we go. And I will be doing a project again with you guys of landscapes. I'm going to do, like, you know, a series of just landscapes with scrap fabrics and stuff. And I have an idea to incorporate these into a junk journal. I have a fun junk journal idea to use paper and fabric together to do a journal. So make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell and you guys can see my next video when I post it. Like, comment, and share, and let's grow together. And keep on crafting.